Breaking news, Zach Lavine will miss the first game of the regular season for the Chicago Bulls against the Miami Heat. So let's talk about it. What is going on, y'all? Faiz Sports all back at it with another video talking, of course, some NBA here to talk about the Chicago Bulls and talk about Zach Lavine, who is reportedly out in game one, by the way, game one of 82 for the Chicago Bulls. He's also expected to miss the next game against the Wizards and will be back potentially for the third game of the season. Now, I have a lot of questions here, but before I even ask the questions, I'll say this. Usually I'm so hyped for the Bulls every season, and, I get a lot of content out. And this year, it just wasn't the same because as much as I love the Bulls, and I still do, obviously, I'm a diehard Bulls fan, the season just took such a sour note when we found out that Lonzo Ball, barely was able to walk and run and essentially is going to be out for pretty much the season, folks. Let's just be honest about it. Yeah, there's an outside chance that he could return for the second half, but we know it's a pretty dire situation with Lonzo, and when that happened, that really made me just so disgusted with the state of events with the Bulls that it just drains you. And so the excitement went away, and I'm just thinking, like, what's the ceiling for this team? And so all of those thoughts played in my head. But I still felt like, okay, well, you still got Zach, you still got DeMar, still got Vooch, still got Io, P. Will, like young guys on the team that can develop. Well, now the guy who we just maxed out, Zach Lavine, is out in the first game of the season with load management, by the way, knee injury management. And I told you I have a lot of questions. Here's the first one. If Zach Lavine is managing his knee and the Bulls are going ahead and doing load management, why was he out there for 3 preseason games? 3 preseason games this man played, games that don't mean anything, and yet that when the games start to count, Zach is out for not 1, but 2, potentially 3. Why was he playing in the preseason games? Second, if Zach Lavine says it's not the pain, he's not in pain, it's just managing the knee, then what exactly is it? Because you shouldn't, at this point of the season, be tired because the games haven't even started yet. If this is December, January, February, right in the thick of things, totally get it. Load manage, rest him, got it. Game 1, nope. Not believing it. Not believing it for a second. There is a clear miscommunication that's going on between the Bulls front office, coaching staff, whatever you want to call it, just the Bulls in general, and the fan base. Like, this is just not happening where they're communicating everything that's happening. First it was Lonzo's knee, now it's Zach's. And I'm not saying that, oh my goodness, he has to be out there for game 1 of 82 because it's a long season. I'm just trying to figure out what is going on here. Load managing in the middle of the season makes sense. Not a big fan of it, but makes sense. Load managing game 1 of the season doesn't really make sense, especially when you really didn't have a major injury, if you will. So to me, I'm just perplexed here. I'm lost here. And I got to tell you, folks, you guys might not like what I'm about to say here, but honestly, it's better for the Bulls long term. Like, if the Bulls were so bad this year that we actually had a shot at getting the number 1 pick and drafting Victor Wembanyama, right, the best prospect ever in NBA history, if we had a chance to do that, I probably would be more excited than us at the current state, which is a borderline playoff team, most likely a play-in, first-round exit, that's it. Like, what's the fun in that? That's what the Bulls were last year. I don't want that. I either want to be a contender or I want to be so bad that I get a first pick that turns me into a contender. The middle is quicksand. It's the quickest way to die, quickest way to just, be irrelevant. And so I don't want that for the Bulls. I don't want us to just be good enough. And so to me, Lonzo now being out, Zach is already load managing. Like, what's the ceiling of the team? Not very high. I'd rather have us tank at this point. So I know they won't do it, but I'm just telling you guys that as a Bulls fan, I'm always looking to see what's best for the team. And to me, it seems like what's best for the team is, them tanking. Honestly, it's better to be bad than good at this point because the ceiling for this team is just not very good. Anyways, that's another conversation for another day. I'm just trying to figure out what the heck's going on with Zach. I hope he's healthy, and I hope this doesn't linger. He's supposed to be out for the first 2 games. We'll see. Let me know what you guys think. I have just as many questions as I'm sure you guys have. Leave a comment down below as always. Thanks for watching.